gorgeous. What happened?
You fell in. I just did my first lock single-handedly. This water is so clear. What's so bad about that? So why won't you?
You looking for a nice spot?
Yeah. Is it? Can you get up quite close?
Yeah, you can get quite close,
Just
but
up here?
just after those hedges there's a nice gap and a view over the hills,
yeah.
just on the right.
Gosh, thank you. We're going cruising today. Finally, a full day of cruising and potentially maybe 2 or even 3. We're leaving Pewsey and setting off towards Newbury Way. The weather is unpredictable as usual. This morning the weatherbot said that it's not going to rain for 2 days and I got really excited, but it is raining already. We're hoping it's just going to be a light intermittent rain. Otherwise, we're ready to go.
There's a lot of people out on the water at the moment, so it kind of feels like spring's in the air and go back to normal. And the boat's feeling nice as well. We've first time, it's been just over a month since we painted the roof, and we've put the furniture out now for the first time. And also we didn't have a plank and barge pole holder, and I came up with a genius idea, another genius idea of yeah, using an old deck chair that we have to hold it. Makes a great plank holder and barge pole holder. Nice.
I'm loving the purple. Yeah. Everything purple. Nice. Where are you going? We're off now. We're going towards the Thames.
Oh.
Yeah, probably make it to Newbury or so this weekend. Leaving the west end of K&A feels like end of the chapter. Since November we've been there. End of October, beginning of November. We arrived just as the second lockdown was announced. We made loads of friends. We had such a great time, even though we couldn't socialize properly. There were, you know, moments in between when we could make friends, and yeah, it feels a bit sad.
There's definitely a community of boaters here, and I'm sure there's a community of boaters everywhere, but they're particularly lovely.
We're approaching our first lock of the day. There are going to be many locks, maybe 10 or 20, depends how far we decide to go. Check this out, this is a bridge, but it's just got grass over it. No road.
The longer I've waited, the more that I've tried. All the years that I've wasted trying to find it. All that I go through.
Just taking a few layers off. Doing locks warmed me up quite a bit.
Let it all go out the window. No smoke in my eyes. I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind. Early blue morning, and everything's cold. I see you running.
Hello, baby geese. They were the cutest. The first ones we've seen this season. So good to be back on the move again. Such a great feeling. Hopefully all the repairs are now left behind. All the winter mindset, everything. We just want to have enjoyable spring and summer and forget about the responsibilities of boat life. Just enjoy it. We just want to purely enjoy it.
There's nothing else that eases my soul. I let it all go out the window.
The water here is really, really brown. Miles' favorite.
Driving through Gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must. I think it must come through the tunnel. We're coming up to a tunnel.
I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind.
Oh, it's so bright. Bruce Tunnel. Testimony of gratitude.
The locks just changed direction. We climbed a bit of a hill and now we're going down the locks now instead of going up. Going down the lock is much easier than coming up. We found this one empty and moored up on the landing to fill it up. I've used this metaphor before, but it's a great way of explaining. Think of a lock as a bathtub and lock paddles as taps. To fill the lock up, I open the paddles and let the water in. Only when the lock is full, I'm able to open the gates. Once in the lock, I now need to empty it to go down to the canal level below. I open the paddles, think of it as taking the plug out of this imaginary bath. When the lock is empty, I can open the gates. The water suddenly got really, really clear. There must have been another stream going in just before the previous lock, making it really brown, but here it's crystal blue. Crofton Pumping Station was built in 1807 to supply water to the highest point of the Kennet and Avon Canal. there are 2 steam engines that run the station, one of which was working all the way until 1958, despite the canal becoming derelict after World War II, as water was still needed for farming and Great Western Railway. This engine is one of the oldest working beam engines in the world. The water is amazingly blue and clear. No idea why, it's so chalky. You can see all our anodes, all 10 of them. This is the last lock before Great Bedouin, where we were thinking to get to, so we might stay there tonight. But if we still feel energized, we might do a few more locks. Went straight through. Okay, that's not a good hook. Just found a stowaway on the plank from Pewsey. Home for the night.
Home for the night.
Cool. Now we've been driving all day, the battery should be really nicely charged. What I need to do now is to reset our Victron monitor, which is a monitor for our solar and energy consumption. Since the solar is not working, we needed to reset it. You can only reset it once the batteries are completely full. That's it. We're at the first lock already, and today there are going to be quite a few of them on the journey. We did have our fire on last night and this morning, so got a little bit cold. For now I'm wearing all of my layers. It feels like winter, although probably as soon as I do a lock I will delayer. Today is Orthodox Easter Sunday, so I decided to make Russian Easter eggs. Tried to paint them with special Easter paint, but it didn't come out really well.
Should we get cracking?
Let's get cracking.
I think they're upside down.
They should have been white, that's why the colour didn't go through. So we now need to exchange the Easter greeting in Russian. I say Christos Voskres, and you say and you say Воистину Voskres.
Say that again. Воистину Voskres.
Mixed up a couple of letters.
So I'm dyslexic in Russian as well?
Yes.
Right.
Excellent.
So, consistently crap.
What can you see? Someone going up?
Yeah.
Excellent.
How many locks have we done?
I hear you.
The good thing about doing a lot of locks in a day means that when you're cycling back to the car you haven't gone that far because you spent most of the day doing locks. You're gonna have to do a bike ride tonight.
I've got a new life motto. Life is too short to be cold. So I'm going to be wearing my winter jacket until July if I need to. Those scooter tyres we picked up in the scooter repair place became useful, very useful. We use them as fenders for the dinghy so it doesn't ruin our new blacking. I just did my first lock single-handedly, completely. I almost did one yesterday, apart from closing the lock gates behind me, so today I thought I'll just do the whole thing. And it went okay, apart from at one point when I was mooring up to close the gate and I left the engine and took over, but everything else went okay. We're coming up to a really nice area that we spotted on the way here. That's where we're going to stop for the night. I'll show you guys in a minute. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. And yeah, we're gonna do one more lock and then we're done for today. It's such a beautiful place and nowhere to moor up. There is a massive gap in between the bank filled with plants and there's nowhere we could moor up there, so another lock. Hopefully we can moor up somewhere just after the lock. This is one of the unusual locks where in order to use the lock you've got to also open the swing bridge first. This morning we woke up and found the gas behaving quite odd. When we turn hot water on, normally the gas ignites quite powerfully and that's how we get hot water. However, this time the gas wasn't coming on and it seemed to come on better when I would turn the hot water off. I assumed that we were just out of gas and I changed the canister at the front. But since we found out that we accidentally flipped the gas switch earlier on, so I'm gonna go back and switch the gas back to the old canister, so we use that one up first. Seeing baby ducks made my morning. It's always a highlight. They're so cute. So many of them as well this time.
What happened?
I fell in.
Where did you fall in?
Just here. I think I stepped on the plank and the plank went down or something like that.
Do you remember when I fell in?
Yeah.
Do you remember when you just laughed at me?
I do. We had a really stressful moment.
What happened?
Just try and get on without falling in again, otherwise it would be too funny. Well, there's just a beautiful church over there and I wanted to fly a drone. It's a little bit windy today, but the drone just took off and went over that hill and none of the controls were working. It felt like it was completely rogue. And yeah, I thought we lost it because it wasn't coming back. But luckily Miles managed to do some magic and bring it to some random field over there and run and get it back. So we've got to run some diagnostics and figure out whether it was just a strong wind or if anything it's fixing. But yeah, it's a lot of drama for last 10 minutes. Oh.
And what should your leg look like?
Are you proud? You're proud of yourself?
Oh, dead proud. Oh yeah, dead proud of myself. Watch the footage. It's going to be pretty interesting, I reckon.
Yeah, let's see what's happening.
Let's have a look at it.
Yeah. For those of you guys who've not seen our earlier episodes from last summer on the Thames, when we bought the drone, in the first couple of days, it ended up in the river, in the Thames, and since then I have been quite sensitive to flying it, and I felt quite anxious when it would go quite high up. So over the last, 6 or 9 months, I actually regained my confidence with it. I'm flying it now, and I feel really calm when I do. So yesterday Miles and I were just talking about it, and I was saying I'm feeling so confident in the drone and I don't stress about it anymore. I feel so good about it, and today this happens. I'm walking ahead. There is a swing bridge ahead, so I'm going to open it for Miles. We're not going very far today, only to the next village called Kintbury. It's quite windy and it's going to rain in about 2 hours. So I think that's enough travelling for the long weekend.
Early blue morning, when everything's cold, I see you running, all covered in gold. There's nothing else that eases my soul. I let it all go out the window. No smoke in my eyes. I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been all along there.
About to rain.
Huh?
About to rain.
About to rain.
Then there's the feeling, you know what I mean. I let it all go out the window.
Did you touch it?
I touched it.
I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind.
Just started raining, absolutely perfect. We almost arrived at our destination for today, so the rain held up for us. Just need to find the spot and we are done for the weekend of cruising. We can finally relax and have a roast dinner. What an eventful day.
Hello. How you doing?
Blimey, you pick your days.
I mean, it just got particularly bad.
Well, got really wet there. The last 5 minutes were very windy and super wet, but the rest was okay. The rest of the day was okay.
Perfect.
How wet are you?
Second.
I'm really glad we pulled over when we did, because now it's absolute madness outside.
Oh my god, we just stopped just in time. That would have capsized us. That was insane.
And that lady who said, "You are insane."
Well, we were, but the weather just weathered really quickly.
We weren't insane for the whole journey. We were insane for like 3 minutes.
That is serious wind. I think the gas has run out now. You've already changed it twice today, haven't you?
Yeah.
I'll do it this time.
Crazy day. Everything's just going sideways.
We have a vegan Wellington, we have roast potatoes, parsnips, carrots, red cabbage, we've got some chicken and leeks, or fake chicken and leeks as well, having a bit of a meat feast.
Thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you would like to support our efforts, you can do so by joining Patreon using our PayPal link or checking out our brand new organic t-shirt store. All links are in the description. Thanks guys, see you in the next one.